Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the mobile app coaching. Yes, I know the screen looks a little weird. I'm working through some technical difficulties. I think I may have to update drivers on my computer, but as long as you can see what you need to see, that's important. I'll work on technical difficulties after the live stream. If you can hear me, by all means, please respond in the affirmative, preferably with VV Nation, to let me know that I am coming in loud and clear. Koo's in the background. Koo, can you show me how many people are here? Is that it? There it is. All right. So I'm waiting for the alert to hit. We got about 32 people waiting for. Where's your mug? That's not for you, Daniel. Who was the guy that I was supposed to give the mug to? I got to write you down. We hear you, Fed Governor Glenn. Oh, Lord, don't even put me up there like that. I love that name, Warakissa. And that's a new name. Don't start with me, Jake. Don't even start with me. I know you're sitting behind your computer laughing. Don't start with me. All right. So there was someone who was here from the Jockey Club that I told him that I would give him a mug. I need to see who it was. That's right. Share the stream. Share the stream. There it is. The alert just hit. The alert just hit. I know you laughing, Jake. The alert just hit. So let's go see how many people we get in here. I do owe a mug to someone. But I got to find out who it is. I know Carol wants me to sing out. I might. This is different than the Jockey Club. This is my live stream. So this is a little different than the Jockey Club. I might just be able to do that. But let's talk about what's going on in the market. From a market perspective, we got 84 people here now. From a market perspective, what's going on? I think that a looming shutdown is weighing heavy on people's minds. Is this a fake breakout blast off? I don't know, Mark. I think that, as you look into what's going on in the mobile, there we go, 131. You think that we all knew, based on VectorVest, that the bottom was close. If not, we should have gotten a bottom, right? And then we got a little bit. Let me see. Let's go to the graphs. Let's go see. I want to graph the VVC. Let's go graph the VVC. All right, let's go find it. Sigh. It's not like I've never done this before. VVC, let's go look at it. So looking at the VVC, look at a 3-month graph. As you can see from the red bar all the way at the bottom, which occurred on 9/26. From that, the next day, we had a bullish harami. All right. We had follow through yesterday. And yesterday could have been looked at as the blast off day. The problem is with that, just like I talked about in the Jockey Club this morning, we didn't get a primary wave up. So we got a bullish, one, we got a bullish signal. 2, we got follow through. But if you were really looking to see if the bottom was in, if we were going to really start to go up, we really wanted to see the primary wave go up, and that did not happen. In the Jockey Club today, even with the nice gap up, we watched as the market started to pull back. Today's candle is that dark green candle. It's a filled candle. That means the price today is lower than the open. It's still green because it's higher than the previous day. All right, let's go put that, it's higher than the previous day, so it's green. If we get into the range of yesterday's candle, we fall below yesterday's high or the closing price of yesterday, today's candle is going to turn red. So is it a fake out? I'm not going to call it a fake out. I think that Eric is right. The market's nervous about a probable Monday sell-off due to the big government shutdown. Just my humble opinion, says Eric. And I'm with you on that. I am totally with you on that. I think that the looming now there's a couple of things. Could the economy could we be shut down? The answer to that is yes. The other side of that is for how long? And people during the time of a shutdown, government employees are asked to come into work and not get paid. Now, Akshaya, you said, Glenn, it's all known. Absolutely. But I also add to you, Akshaya, you keep being bearish on oil. Oil and petroleum and energy are the hottest sectors out there. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So people selling out of oil, yeah. Why? Because they made a lot of money on it. But the problem still remains the same. Supply and demand. The supply is drying up tremendously. The demand hasn't changed. Oil should be going higher. All right, so I'm putting all that up there. Can I get this job? Which job, Roy? Which job are you talking about? Thank God it's Friday, the day we finish our goals for the week. You're right, Janice. John says SMCI is going to run probably before the market turns. Let's go look at SMCI. Today, I'm going to take a different approach because I want to talk about stocks like SMCI that you may be in. There's my 3 and 8. The 3 and the 8, rising earnings, SMCI, good, fundamentally sound stock. Look at the earnings per share, rising. I look at the 3 and the 8, just crossed 2-3 days ago. Where's it stopping? Right at that level of resistance. Right at that level of resistance. And I think resistance levels on stocks today, resistance stocks on stocks today are going to play a big role because a lot of people understand, just like Akshaya said, and a lot of people understand that the looming crisis with a shutdown, stocks are going to be trading very close to their levels of resistance and probably holding right there. Glenn, just for the record, I'm bullish on oil, but don't understand the manipulation which you do. That's why I'm asking. When I say manipulation, I ask this over and over and over. Do you think oil is doing what it should be doing? And every time I ask that question, everybody feels the same way. No, it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Supply is not there. OPEC is cut back. Russia is cut back. The supply is not there. We went into our strategic reserves. That's not there. Based on all of that, Akshaya, think about that. How is oil falling? We ain't got it. It's real supply and demand. The supply is not there. The demand is still high, but the supply is not there. That's why I think it's being manipulated. All right, that's why I think it's being manipulated. Jim says, I can't see the moving averages on Android. I don't know if there's an issue with Androids or not. Market already built that in. I don't know. Man, Starman, I'm going to call you Starman. I don't know. I don't know if the market built that in. I don't think that, people like me who are trading oil, I mean, am I up on it? Yes. Am I up as much as I think I should be? No. I don't know if that's built in. So I'm looking at SMCI. Let's go look at USO. Let's go look at USO. And there it is. There's the run up on it. It's running. It's got a nice 45-degree angle up. Why is it falling? We still get the news that, everything is drying up as far as supply. Why is it falling? Now, good reason why it could be falling is people taking profits on it. People taking profits prior to a government shutdown. That would make sense. All right? That could make sense. Oil prices rising, stocks stop. So if the oil prices are rising, Starman, but the stocks are stopped, does that sound right? Oil going up to over $90 a barrel, the stocks within oil industry should be rising. Now, I will put this out there that coming off the most recent high, coming off of the most recent high with a government shutdown looming, could people be taking their profits? The answer to that is it could be. That's a realistic answer. But prior to that, I think that oil stock should have been running a little bit more than this. Oil price, mobile issue with Android, called last night, same issue. They're working on it. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you. What's a good oil stock? Well, let's go. This oil, let's view. How do I want to do this? Actually, move it out this way. Put this back onto a 1 year. I want to see. There's a way that I should be able to see the stocks in the industry. Hold on. No, it's not what I want to do. Stock news. There's a way I should be able to see all of the stocks in that industry. If I can't, I need to figure that out. All right. My watch list. I do have oil watch list. Let's go down. This is the VectorVest 7 that I use. Oops. This is the VectorVest 7 that I use for all of my mobile streams. So here's petroleum stocks. I would look for the highest VST petroleum stock. In this case would be MTRX. TDW is in this list. Valero. A lot of good stocks in this list. Helix. But if I'm looking for a good oil stock, perfume, I'm going to, go to a watch list that I've created. Now, you saw all of the watch lists that are here. These are watch lists that I've created over time. I think that especially if you're looking to get into analyzing an industry, this is a good way of doing it. All right, put all of the stocks into a watch list, and I can quickly look at this petroleum stocks. Where's the RT at 1.29? It tells me that this group of stocks is in an uptrend. Whereas if I look at quantum computing stocks, stop it, Jake. That list of stocks, even though I did a story on it a while ago, look at the average RT, 0.85. I know that group of stocks is in a downtrend. All right, so when we go back to oil stocks, petroleum stocks, you're talking about Vista. Vista is somewhere in this list. But you know something? I've got to keep scrolling down the list to find it. Maybe I don't have Vista in there. Well, let's go go back. Let's go add stocks to that watch list. Let's go put in Vista. VIST. I added that. Now let's go see where. There it is. It's number 2 in the list now behind MT. How did I not have that in the list? Is XOM in the list? This is not. There it is. XOM is in the list, but look how far I got to go down the list to find it. So to answer your question about how to find a good petroleum stock, I've got all of these stocks into a petroleum watch list. And from the mobile perspective, at any given time, I can go into any watch list that I've created to see what the best is in there. How about that? VLO, TDW, VLO is in there. MPC, MRO. I'm sure that they're in here. MPC and MRO. There's Exxon, MPC. There's MRO. MPC should be in here. You said HES. Let's go add stocks. MPC. How is that not in the list too? I got MRO, but now MPC is in there. So the good thing that you're helping me to find out is that the list may not have been as complete as I liked it to be, but now it's getting more complete, and I can still answer your question about what's a good petroleum stock. Musa. That's like Mufasa. Mufasa. Does that belong in this list? Does Musa belong in this list? Rating a buy. Let's go see the report. Engages motor fuel products. Do I really want that in this list, Asif? Do I really want that into this list? Is Murphy Oil where I started my career? I don't know. Musa is oil, says Akshaya. I when I look at oil, I want to look at the oil companies. That's why I asked the question, do I really want that in the list? But I've got it in here. And now, again, when I open up this list of an industry, by way of the mobile app, I can really hone in on which ones are the right ones. Kawachan says, can you please set up a 5-day moving average and a 50-day moving average and how they cross to make the MPI? See, the MPI, you know what I'm going to have to do? I think what I'm going to have to do, Coward-chan, is I'm going to go through all of the watch lists. If we go down to, what am I looking for? Premium watch list. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and purge some of these watch lists so I can add more pertinent watch lists like MPI, the top 20 MPI stocks, the top 20 top VST stocks. I think that that's probably here. Or the top 20 Midas Touch stocks. I think I'm going to go through because some of these things I do want. Some of these things I do want. But some of these, maybe the hydrogen stocks I take out. Maybe the daily, I don't know. Top VST stocks are here. Index ETFs are here. Some of these I need to take out. But I want to replace them with stocks that people are asking me about because I can't do the MPI as a graph here. So maybe I'll provide for you the top 20 MPI stocks. You guys think that that's a good idea for you? Since there's a lot of things, certain things that I can't do on the mobile app, but I still want you to have access to because they're such good processes. So I will go through this list. I'm going to talk to our a data department to sit down with Angie and walk through the stocks and walk through the lists that I really don't need to have and replace them with the watch list that I want to have. All right. Let's go back to stock pick ideas. This is another good way. And these I'm going to leave alone. I'm not going to touch these because these are good no matter what kind of investor you are. If you're more aggressive, let's go look at high momentum stocks. All right. And I can energy again. Energy at the top. Energy. Again, even in the world of the watch lists that you have access to, I still think it's bringing to the forefront the stocks within the hottest industries. Let's go back to hot stocks. It's only a few stocks in here. And when I look at these mobile watch lists, I really want to pay attention to the stocks that are going up. Notice that CNK is up 1.32% today. Do I want to take that? There's my 3-month graph. Let me zoom in on that a little bit more. Yikes. Let me zoom in on that a little bit more. And do I want to take that today? Ooh, let's see if we can get above that level of resistance before we pull the trigger. Again, from a mobile perspective, I always like to tell you it's the power of the program in your pocket. We still give you, even though you don't have everything in the mobile app that many of you probably think that you want to have, the power of the software, the power of the program is still in your pocket to help keep you on board, depending on how you invest with the best stocks. Energy coal, you wanted to talk about the best petroleum stocks. How about if I look at the top industries, and Akshaya, I go back to you. Look at the hottest industries in the mobile app. Energy coal, petroleum. 3 out of the top 5 industries, even in the mobile app, are putting you into those stocks. Let's go look at petroleum. IMO, this is Petroleum International Integrated, so it doesn't have all of them. But in this specific industry, if I want to see which stocks are the best, I would still, again, look at the list sorted by VST, IMO, click on it, and again, I have it when I click on a 1-year graph, it automatically takes me to a 3-month graph. There it is. Now I got a 3-month graph. Again, another oil stock where the 3 and the 8 are still in play, Akshaya. 2 down days, but the 3 and the 8 are still in play. Earnings per share lower than it was 3 months ago, but back on the rise again. All right, so my portfolio is not 60% energy. I can't do that. One of the biggest things that I've learned being with VectorVest is diversification is king. It is. And as much as I'm in oil right now, it's not taking up that much of my portfolio. MPI, 5 over the 40-day moving average. The 5 in the 40-day moving average is on the stop price. That's why you can't just go outside of VectorVest to duplicate the MPI. It's a 5 and a 40 on the stop price. Now, I want to see something. Let's go into graph settings. I can set up moving averages. All right, lower graph. Let's go time frame, reading bar. Here's my moving averages. Weekly candlestick. There we go. Moving averages, I have 2. See that right there? Moving averages 2. Notice that all I can do is a simple exponential or weighted moving average. And this is where it comes into play. People say, well, can I see the MPI in the mobile? I can't put these moving averages on a stop price. So yes, I can still look at a 5 and a 40, whether it be simple, exponential, or weighted, but it won't really be depicting the power of the MPI because I'm not able to put those moving averages on the stop price. Glenn, here's the problem in VectorVest. All of the oil stocks are at the top. We're bankrupt. Why is SLB, HAL not on the top? Because these stocks are being sorted by VST. And if they're not top VST stocks, that's going to answer your question. Petroleum, no, that's the wrong one. Let's go back to my watch list and let's go find my petroleum watch list where I'm looking at petroleum stocks all across the sector. Whereas that industry that we were just looking at was only international integrated. My petroleum stocks are looking at stocks all across the spectrum of petroleum. So you're looking at Halliburton, like go back, go to the 3 dots, add stocks, Halliburton. So now let's go look through the list, Akshaya. What is this list sorted by? VST. Where does Halliburton fall in the realm of VST at 1.22? Look at the graph. So it's not that we follow everyone else and say that Halliburton should be rocking and rolling, SLB should be rocking and rolling. We're not going to tell you what you want to hear. This list, Akshaya, is telling you what you need to hear. Halliburton is not a top stock in the list because the VST is not better than the VSTs of the top stocks. That's it in a nutshell. TDW is bankrupt. It is the best stock in VV. It's not the best stock. In my watch list, it's got a VST of 1.4. So why is it that? Look at the graph. Look at the graph. Well, what more do I need to say? Okay, fine. It was bankrupt at one time. But what is the stock doing? And not only that, what is the stock doing? Is the stock making me money? Hell yeah. I don't care that it was bankrupt at some point in time. What did they do? Probably turned the upper management around. Oil got hot and it got hot. Look at the graph. So what would it did in the past? Is it, as an investor for me right now, is it giving me the opportunity to make money? You're darn right it is. Look at the earnings per share. Kirby, I'm buying beer tonight. I hear it's a top VST. Stop. Is it? Are you messing with me, Kirby? Let's go look at beer. Are you messing with me? By the way, hi, Kirby. Now, interesting about beer. What do I like about Sam Adams? Oh, this is a cyclical thing. What are we getting into? Halloween. What are we getting into? Seasonal beers. Sam Adams does a really good job with seasonal beers. I like that play. I like that play. And this is the time where Sam Adams usually starts to rock and roll. Earnings is higher than it was 3 months ago. Very steady and rising. I like this play. New high over the last 3 months today. I'm not going to tell you to back up the truck. But I will tell you that this is not a bad play. Absolutely. Bill says, not the earnings per share. Then he said, duh. Never mind. The earnings per share looks good. I like today, because of what's going on and looming in the market, I like the idea of pretty much looking at your stocks that you're concerned about, stocks that you're thinking about getting into. John said, I sold my oil stocks when B Pinner was at 96. Some have moved up, most have gone down. Sure, it can go higher, but why not cash out at the top? When the market moves up, I would rather be in tech than oil. All right, and Akshaya was talking about that today in the Jockey Club, that people are selling oil to buy tech. Well, when you say selling oil to buy tech, let's go back to the overview page. Looking at the indices, how about the Dow? We had a big gap up this morning, and the market was rocking and rolling. We saw during the Jockey Club, it was a great teachable moment, that the Derby saved a lot of people's bacon. How many of you in the Jockey Club and agree with that? That the Derby indicator saved a lot of people's bacon. Type a 1 in the room. Type a 1 in the room. The Derby did its job today in our day trading room. It did. It kept us from jumping just because the market gapped up so much. We were looking for a day trading timing signal, and what did we get? A bearish one. Close to the close of the Derby was a close one. Nike moved the Dow up big time. Nike was a big player. It did. But now, guess what? The Dow is coming to reality of this shutdown, government shutdown. And every one of the indices are pulling back off session highs. The NASDAQ or IXIC was up over 1% early in the trading day. It's now at 3/4. It's still the biggest mover, but pulling back. SPX up about 1/4. The composite up about 2/10. There's gold. You guys know I have not been bullish on gold, but gold is pulling back. Oil is pulling back today. REITs, look at that. Mortgages is up. Another mortgage. And then we look at natural gas between boil and cold. Cold is pretty flat. Boil is up about 1/4%. And then the builders are down. So, for those people who want to keep your eyes on specific industries, you said tech, right? Let's go. I'm going to add FNGU. How about that, Akshaya? I'm going to add that to my list. It's up almost 3%. You want to be able to pay attention to tech, some of the biggest tech stocks in the FANG-U. All right. And, it's up today. But I like, from a mobile perspective, to be able to keep your eyes on the industries that you want at your fingertips right from the overview. You can add them. So we're looking at the Dow, the NASDAQ, the S&P, the composite. We're looking at gold and oil and mortgages. We're looking at natural gas and builders. And now we're looking at tech. Folks, for those of you who are new to the mobile app, this process of being able to have all of these things at your fingertips and add and take away what you don't want is crucial. Because you're not always at your computer. Remember, I'm unofficially your mobile mentor. That's what I am. I'm unofficially your mobile mentor. It's not a real title that I have. But my job is to walk you through the power of the program that's in your pocket. And that's what we always do here on the mobile app coaching. I'm telling you that a possible government shutdown is weighing heavy on traders. Let's go look at the VectorVest composite. Put some 3-month graph. There it is. And again, we were at a level where the market was looking for a bottom. We were just waiting for everything to come to us. Let's go back to the market overview. And there it is, the advanced market timing. If you wanted to know when it was the right time to bottom fish, this homepage, not only all of the indices at the top of the list, but look at the market timing. We never got a primary wave up. For everyone who's thinking about when is it time to bottom fish, that homepage that you're looking at right there is awesome. Not only that, let's go look at the guidance. What did the guidance say? Coming from last night into today, U.S. markets moved higher ahead of the release of PCE data, which came in, All right, we talked about that in the Jockey Club this morning. We're looking at a whole bunch of yellow, moving from a possible market bottom to a whole bunch of yellow. But what did we not get? We didn't get the primary wave up. All right, what was the guidance last night? Anticipation ahead of the upcoming personal consumption expenditures release sent the U.S. markets to a higher close. What did we give the guidance coming into today? Prudent investors should not buy stocks at this time. The guidance is right on point, folks. Right on point. And as a mobile subscriber, you have access to this. For those of you who do not have access to our mobile app, do you know that you can get a 30-day trial to our desktop version, which automatically gives you free access to the mobile app for 99 cents for 30 days? www.vectorvest.com/YT. Did I yell into the mic? James says, try not to yell into the mic. Did I yell into the mic? Hey, cool. Put the link in there. www.vectorvest.com/YT. Musa is up 8.2% in September. Thank you, Knife Man. Again, why? It's in that whole oil space. I didn't know Murphy Oil was really part of the oil space, but we'll go into it. I see that the primary wave is up. Where do you see that? Where do you see that? Let's go back. Where do you see that? That's as of last night. That's as of right now. I'm using now. Julian. Between Jim and Julian. Guess who made the Guess who made the mistake of jumping early yesterday? Guess who made the mistake of jumping early yesterday before a live stream? This guy. Because I put out the alert on the live stream yesterday that now is the time to go bottom fishing. By the time the live stream started, the market turned back from a primary wave up to a primary wave down. I'm not letting that happen to me again today. And I don't want it to happen to you as well. When does this primary wave up become official? Somebody type it in the room. When does this primary wave become official? Type it in the room. Joey was smart and didn't jump into the market. Whatever. Glenn, you are moving up the market. No, I'm not. Don't even give me that kind of credit. Thank you, Kirby. End of day. End of day. So I fell into that trap yesterday when I put out the alert for my live stream. And by time the live stream started, the primary wave was down. Now, as I look at that, how many of you are that aggressive that you're willing to take that primary wave up intraday? Type a 1. If you're not and you would rather wait for end of day, type a 2. How many of you would be aggressive enough to jump on this primary wave intraday? Type a 1. How many of you are looking for more confirmation? Type a 2. All right, let's address that. We got the primary wave up right now, right? Let's go back into the VVC. I want to now put this on 1 day. 1 day. There it is. There's the gap right in the beginning. There's the gap up. There's the movement of the composite. So I ask you the question. This is intraday today. You really want to take advantage of the primary wave up? Now, it's interesting. Wait a minute. Oops. 9:30. This is 12:30. This is now. Primary, I bet you. Hold on. There it is. Primary wave. That went back down. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Primary wave is still up. Again, it's not going to change here. It won't change up at the advanced market timing until end of day. We got the primary wave up. Why? 56, 1, 2, 3, 4, 56.51. We're 6 cents higher than we were from 5 days ago. Yet, when I go look at the VVC, this is 1 day. This is today. You guys really want to go jump on and take advantage of the primary wave up intraday? Interesting. Primary wave is the Dow is down 0.1%. The composite's up. All right, let's go peep this out a little bit. You want to take advantage of it? Let's go to stock pick ideas. Say you're aggressive. Let's go with high momentum stocks. Maybe you don't want to take energy and oil. That's fine. Let's go look at VRC. Put this on a 3-month graph. Put it on a 3-month graph. You ready to take that? I like it. Let's go to graph settings. I want to see if I can put lower indicator, earnings per share. I can only put one lower, so I'm going to change that from earnings per share to volume. I'm going to change that. I want to see, is this moving up on good volume? The answer to that question is yes. Look at that. The volume is higher than it was over the last 3 days. Nice move. There's conviction behind the move. It's definitely conviction behind the move. So for those of you who want to be a little bit more aggressive, tell you what we're going to do. Let's go back. See the little bell icon? I'm going to set an alert on this. This stock is under $20. I'm going to set an alert. Create a new alert. Let's go see if it can get higher than what is it at? 824. I want to go like 0.5% higher. No. Scroll down. Let's go about 0.1% higher. It's at 16. Whoops. I want to go 0.1% higher. So let's hit the minus button. Whoops. Plus. About 0.1%. I can't get it right at that. That's my own fault. Let's go. I'm pushing the blue button. Sigh. This plus, minus. I'll take that. About 0.12. Create. I got an alert set. All right, let's go see if there's anything else in here I like for a more aggressive move. Wow. CEIX. I'm not going to do oil. I'm not going to do oil or energy. Matrix service. What is this? Is this oil or energy? Report. Engineer fabrication, maintenance, utility. Nope, it's not. All right. Let's go see if we can set an alert on this one. There's the high. Good. There's the high. I'm going to put it and create an alert. Wow, look at that. It's a nice looking graph. All right. This is for the people who are willing to take advantage. Nope. That's energy, Orion Group. Let's go set an alert. This is for the people who are willing to take up. VRC is crossed. Woo-wee. All right. Let's go to alerts. Recent alerts. It just said that it hit. VRIC. Yikes. Close that. It just told me that it hit. Son of a gun. VRIC. Let's do this. My portfolios. Mobile app. Which one is this one? This is my stocks less than $20. VRIC. I can't. VIRC. Why did it not 1 day ago? Why did it just told me that it hit? That's interesting. I got to find out why that didn't show up here. It just told me that it hit. Well, we're going to go to the portfolios. We're going to go to mobile app. Again, stocks less than $20. Right? These, no, it's not. That's not this. No, that's the 100,000 one. Where's mobile app 2? These are the stocks that are less than $20. We're taking, look at this. Still got some stocks. They're still rocking and rolling. We're in uranium. We're in the bank negative. UGP. There we go. PFIE. We're down a little bit in there. Let's go. Add a position, VRIC, right? How much do I want? $1,000. Can I calculate that investment amount? 1,000. Calculate the shares. 122. Buy. Add the position. So we know that the alert hit. We just placed a trade. All right. We know that the alert hit. We just placed a trade. Ravi says, is this a reversal or a bull trap? I think right now, I'm not going to call it anything but worrisome. I think people in the market are worrisome. All right. Because we could have a government shutdown. So that's what I'm calling this. I'm not calling it a bull, bear. I think people are genuinely concerned, and people in the market are feeling that. Energy, uranium, and oil down today. It's okay. Well, I'm not. I remember those stocks I was just looking at to take advantage of today, Jim. I didn't look at any of those. Rick says, not on Friday before government shutdown. As we discussed, legging in, and I'm all about the legging in. I just went for $1,000 straight up. Real time is worth every penny. It pays for itself. Lee gave me some stocks. Jazz says it's a trap. I'm going back up in the chat to see what was said. I think I'm going to sell premium on SPX and capture this volatility. Yeah, that's another thing. Where's the volatility at? Let's go look at the VIX. Volatility on the S&P 500. Where we at? It's down today. Interesting that with people being fearful in the market, VIX dropped. The VIX dropped. You would think with all of the impending possible government shutdown that VIX should have spiked. But it did not. Let's go put this on one day. There's the gap down. We're retracing from the gap, but things that make you go, Okay. What were we looking at? Oh, looking at other stocks to get into. Let's go back to stock pick ideas. Again, for the people who are interested in looking at the intraday call, I'm walking you through some stocks to keep your eyes on. For those of you who are a little bit more prudent, I'd wait for the primary wave up. But to be confirmed, for lack of a better word, a confirmed primary wave up, knowing that if it closes today with a primary wave up, and if the market is running on Monday, to take advantage. Does that make sense to everybody between who's more prudent and who's aggressive? Yes or no? So the guidance that I'm giving you will help both of you. Was that useful guidance, and do you understand it? Yes or no? All right. I'm not being that aggressive personally in my own portfolio. All right, that's just me. I'm not being that aggressive in my personal portfolio. But I'm going to help everybody else out the best way I can. Dear Glenn, everything is in the red. What should I do today? Amir, what do you think you should do today? Do you think that you should go back out and buy stocks today? Now, if you're super aggressive, Amir, then you know that right now the primary wave is down. But if you look at the color guard, primary wave is up. Why? Because it's 6 cents higher than it was 5 days ago. So, Amir, if you want to be aggressive, I've walked you through the process of finding some stocks to be aggressive with. Now, this process that I just took you through was a more aggressive, riskier process. If you're okay with that, then good. If you're not okay with that, then I would wait to see if today's primary wave can hold throughout the day. That's what I'm suggesting. You said you need money to pay your bills. Then you got to have a plan. Hey, how many of you listen to what I'm saying? How many of you have a written down trading plan? Type a 1. If you don't, type a 2. Written down. How many of you have a written down trading plan? Type a 1. If you do not, type a 2. And I am not calling out the people who type in a 2. I just need to know where you all are. I want everybody in the room to answer. I should have a room full of answers because this is a very important question, folks. that if you are typing a 2, you need to listen to what I'm about to tell you. All right? Again, I'm not calling you out, but it's important. For anybody who's typing a 2, Akshay, I got you. That's where I'm getting ready to go. For anybody who's typed a 2 in the room, what makes up a trading plan? 3 things. That's it. And you can make your trading plan as extensive as you want, but I'm going to show you how to make it as easy as you need to make it. 1, know when to buy. What market timing are you using? You have the app. What market timing are you using? Kirby, I'm calling you out. Kirby, what market timing do you use? And I know Kirby. I've met Kirby. He's had an opportunity to take my wife and I around in Florida. Kirby, what market timing are you using? All right? Knowing when to buy. Right here, Kirby should still be in the background. Right here from this advanced market timing, this is where you're going to find your when to buy. If you're more aggressive, you're going to play the primary wave. If you're sort of kind of prudently aggressive, I would look for the green light buyer. That's actually more prudent than prudently aggressive. For those of you who like a good middle of the road timing signal, not too fast, the Goldilocks scenario, I like to call the DEW the Goldilocks scenario, where it's not too hot and it's not too cold. It is just right. And it's just right for the majority of the people in the room. U12 play. There you go. The DEW is perfect for the middle of the road people. And for those of you who are a lot more conservative, the confirm call will fit you. All right. So, when to buy. What to buy? That's a good question too. What are you going to buy based upon the way you invest in the market? Well, from the what to buy, for those people a little bit more aggressive, I like the stock pick ideas. I like playing the high momentum or the hot stocks. All right. I also like, for the more aggressive people, to look at whatever the hottest industries are. Why not? If they're moving and you're a little bit more aggressive, why not take those plays? High momentum is a great place. Hot industries are great plays. And now let's go to the people who are middle of the roadish, looking at the DEW, the green light buyer. Let's go to the premium watch list. If you have them, then I like some of these watch lists. I like, also, if you're a little bit more aggressive, I also like daily boomers, especially if you're day trading. Top VST stocks is great for middle of the road. Top VST stocks is great. Let's go look at those. Top VST stocks are great for middle of the road. All right. These are stocks that are high VST, good, high quality stocks. Contras from when the market's going down. Now, some of these, from the perspective of being more aggressive, hydrogen, we talk a little bit about it. It's, still in the process of R&D and all that kind of stuff. Those could be some good aggressive plays. Marijuana, when it's kicking off, that's a good aggressive play. Clean energy, I think that's a good longer term play. Me personally, crypto, I wouldn't touch it. All right. But if you're really, really aggressive, bordering on speculative, I would look at crypto. Gold and silver, not until it's time for gold and silver. 5G revolution. Some of these, again, I'm going to start taking out. Let's get back to the prudent person. How about prudent to conservative? Top safe stocks. Ooh. You wait for that confirmed call to happen. These top safe stocks are a great way to go. VST newbies on green light buyer. Excellent presentation from Glenn. Thank you, sir. You're welcome, Jeff. Shalom. We're about to celebrate the Feast of Shavuot. I hope I said it right. Or the Feast of Tabernacles for all my Jewish and Christian brothers. Amen to that, Richard. Thank you for that. Why are the moving averages no longer showing up on the mobile app? Again, I heard that was a problem with the Android. I didn't know it was a problem with, because I'm showing it on my iPad when I looked at the moving averages. But from my understanding, it is something that is being worked on, Brian. It is something that is being worked on. All right. What else do I have here? Safest stocks with buy ratings. That's good for the prudent to conservative as well. Wow watch list winners is a great list for those people middle of the road as well, looking at the DEW. Now, let's go take this a step further. Let's go to the screener. Because if I know that I'm an aggressive trader and I want to search to find me stocks instead of a watch list, let's go to explore screens. How about if I'm aggressive? There's 2 searches in the mobile app for you right there. Bingo. Aggressive stocks and best stocks below 20. How about for those of you who are a little bit more prudent? I've got 4 screens in there to use with the DEW. Boom. Prudent stocks, safest stocks with buy ratings, top stocks, and top VST stocks. Woo! All right, for those of you who are a little bit more conservative, I got 3 screens right here. Boom. So this is a good way to answer your what to buy. Whether you're looking at a watch list of stocks that we have for you, or you're looking at the screens that are here, here is your what to buy. Now, oh, look at that. Primary wave is down now. I ain't going to say that I told you so, but I told you so. That's all I got to say. I'm telling you guys, I hear you on wanting to be super aggressive, but understand that it comes with risks. And if you can't take those risks on, I don't suggest that you take the intraday call. Again, who fell victim to it yesterday? This guy. I'm trying to keep you from putting yourselves in the same situation. Let the market come to you. Let the call come to you. I know you want to, and you want to jump and go, 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 go. Just let the market come to you. Primary wave is moving into its downosity state. I told you. I did. But sometimes you got to see it for yourself. And, still going to be people out there. Still there's going to be people out there going, oh, I'm okay with that. Then fine. If that fits and suits you, then go for it. But the majority of the people in this room, it doesn't suit. That's just being real and keeping it real and being honest. Primary wave is moving to Florida, says Florida Dream. You never know. I use a typed stop because I can always buy it back again if it closes above the 5 EMA. Now, Jim, I know that you have the ability to trade throughout the day. Remember, this is the mobile app. Not everybody's got the ability to trade all throughout the day. So the guidance and the direction that I'm pushing you into is specifically designed for the people who cannot be tethered to their computers all day long. Does that make sense to everybody? I love that you're able to do that, Jim, but not everybody can. And I need to relay the information as your mobile mentor. I've got to relay the information as if you're not able to be tethered to your computer all day long. And that's what I do. That's what I do. Great teaching, sir. Do you provide trading of your system during the trial period? Absolutely. I think that, where's the trainings? Do I have the trainings in here? Education. Let's go to education. You want some training? How about this? We walk you through and give you some information on how to get started right from the training, from the education tab. Look at that. Introduction, 30-second stock analysis system, how to weed your portfolio, become a green light buyer, cherry picking checklist, and a 10-minute management plan. There it is, right there. Right there, my friend. And I'm mad that they don't have my training here. Makes me mad. It doesn't really make me mad. But I've got a video on every single tool in the VectorVest software called, it's in the training tab, but it's on the desktop. It's on the desktop. But for the mobile people, Black Mamba Land, for the mobile people, you want to learn and get some training on how to effectively use it, boom, here it is. So we covered two things in your trading plan: when to buy, what to buy. Now you need to know when to sell. And the when to sell part is easier than you think, because let's just say, let's go back to the portfolios. Let's just say, there we go, that you own a stock. Okay, that you own a stock. Let's go to mobile app 2. And I'm looking at these stocks and I say to myself, well, I'm down 3% on PFIE. How do I know when to sell? And this is, I want to show you something. Put this on, actually, let's put this on a longer graph. All right, PFIE. Whoops. And, oh, I know how to do it. Let's go. Since I own that, say I own that, let's go look, let's go find it. PFIE. Now I'm looking at a longer term graph. See the little bell icon at the top? Let's say I want to create an alert. I'm up or down X amount of percent. Let's go put this on a 3-month graph. Where would be a good spot to sell this? How about a good swing low? You see that right there? That's a good swing low. You guys see that as a line in the sand? Type a yes or a no. Do you see that as a line in the sand? Type a yes or no. All right. I like that as a line in the sand as I watch the stock. That's the lowest little point that it hit in this little sideways move. Nobody's answering. Sigh. Frank says no. Frank, you want more or you want less? Frank should be the only one answering this. Frank, you want more or you want less? The percent right now shows me at 10.19%. All right, Mark, I can see that right here in that blue line. It shows me 10.19%. You want more. What's your percentage that you're willing to give up on that stock, Frank? Give me your percentage. How much are you willing to lose? What's your percentage? What are you willing to lose on that position, Frank? I like this level here. That's giving me like close to 10%. Sue says, yes, good swing low as exit, Glenn. I agree with that. Frank likes more, but it all depends on how much more Frank wants. I can set up a trigger to let me know when it hits. So maybe Frank likes to say, I'm going to give it 20%. I scroll it down, scroll it down, scroll it down till the price gets me to a 20%. That's more than I want to give up. All right, let's get close to 20%. There it is. And if that's what you want, Frank, from the point of where it is right now, no more than 20, or 20% from the point that you got into the stock from, boom, there you go. Yes, it's a zone. Give it wiggle room. Upside more interesting, $3. Oh, so now, wait. I'm giving you a line in the sand to get out of it in case it's a loss. As far as going up, I'd probably, in my broker's account, put a trailing stop on it. Probably put a trailing stop on it. What's your day count? Take 10, 20. When you say my day count, what is the moving averages that I use? For a day trade, I'm still using a 3 and 8 exponential moving average. Still using a 3 and 8 exponential moving average. All right. So, Frank, depending on wherever you want to put it, I can set the alert, and that will be my when to sell. All the people that wrote, typed in number 2, did you write those things down? Yes or no? For everybody who typed in a number 2 about having a trading plan, did you write those 3 things down? Yes or no? Because that's as simple as I can make a trading plan for you. Knowing when to buy, market timing. Knowing what to buy, either watch lists or our searches that specifically tune into the type of investor you are. And your when to sell. Look at a graph. Look at a graph or set up a trailing stop on whatever stocks that you own. But if you don't want the broker, a lot of people say, the broker sees my stops and gets me out. Then fine. Set an alert in the VectorVest mobile app. It'll send you an alert. Your broker doesn't see that. All right. So that was my, I'm on this new kick right now. Feed the Nation. feed VV Nation. And the whole idea about that is whether I give you a fish or teach you how to fish, I'm going to do whatever I can to feed the nation and help you guys make money. That's already what we've been doing, but I'm making a concerted effort. So if you're brand new to the channel, this was your first time here, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon. If you haven't hit the like, today I think was a very unique presentation. It wasn't scripted like I normally have it out. I honed in to the stocks that you were looking at, talking about the ideas that you were thinking about. And there we go. Ad says my stop triggered at $2.82. On what trade, AD? Please make me understand what MTI is. I am confused. Amir, you got to give our product support staff a call. Give our product support staff a call. All right. Jeff says nothing lets me manage when to sell better than the profit locker. Yeah, but I don't think I have profit locker here, Jeff. And it sends alerts to the VV mobile app. So that's an idea of having the desktop and using the mobile app with the desktop. Does have its advantages. All right. I'm done for the day. Oh, there's my recent. There. Now I don't know why it didn't send me the alert. It took a delay to get me on that. But I'm in it. I'm in the stock now anyway. We'll take a look at what's going on with it next week. All right. I'm not going to put any other trades in there. I only do the trades live when we're here. I'll put the stops in, all that kind of stuff. All right. If today was a good day for you, hit the like button. Today was a good, if it was worth it for you to stop by today, hit the like button. I only got 49 likes. You know me. I'm a man that when I do a live stream, I'm passionate about what I do and I pour into you as much as I can. The least, in my estimation, the least you can do, hit that like button. Let's see if we can get up to 100 likes before we go. Put in one cancels the other order right after entering the trade. That's as simple as that sounds, a lot of people still don't do that, Rick. A lot of people don't always do that. Badger says, what time is your Friday afternoon presentation today? I don't have a Friday afternoon. I got this one from 12 to 1. I don't have a Friday afternoon. Unless you're telling me something that I don't know. All right. The S&P returned 10.3 during the 35-day government shutdown in 2018, 2019. We'll see what happens this time. Glenn, what I see on today's mobile app presentation, your screen is different from mine. I'm using the real-time version, Richard. I don't know if you have real-time or intraday or end of day. You only can have intraday or real-time on the app. You can only have intraday or real-time on the app. Tonight's video? Tonight's video is called I'm Fed Up with the Market. I'm tired of the market. Watch it. I'm tired of this up and down, the oil doing all that stuff. I'm tired of the market. That's tonight's 6 p.m. video. All right. I hope the government closes for a month and they cut the costs and stop this insanity of spending. It's going to be a big battle right now over what everybody wants in order to keep the market open. All right. So that's tonight's YouTube. I'm tired of this market. Yep. Go watch. You want to know why I'm tired of this market and what I can do to overcome that? Watch tonight's 6 p.m. video. All right. We got 63 likes. That's enough. All right. Remember, share the content. Every time you see a video or you see a live stream, share it. Share it. Thank you, David, for helping out Amir. The real time is there, but had to be sign up for real-time data on PC. Yeah, I think you're right. Glenn, I noticed in the first few weeks when you close, you don't have much energy. I notice when you close, you don't have much energy as usual. I don't know. Is my energy? I'm going to take care of that right now. I got to go. Adios, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii, especially in Maui. Bom dia, salam, shalom, namaste, yasu. Folks, have a good weekend. Keep your head off the swivel. Stay focused. in VectorVest. With that, folks, have a great weekend. See ya.